Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews, and today I got another rye. This is Sazerac Rye, straight rye whiskey. Alcohol by volume is 45% or 90 proof, and I believe this is made by Buffalo Trace. Pretty decent bourbon. Pretty decent rye. Excuse me. I've actually drank a lot of it, as you guys can tell. I got the whiskey jug pulled up right now. They do a lot of reviews on different whiskeys. And I got a nice little description on it. They gave it an 89 out of 100 for their rating. So the nose on this is supposed to be caramel, light fruit, honey, salt, and cinnamon. The taste is supposed to be pepper, rye spice, licorice, paprika, caramel, and the finish is paprika, orchard fruit, nutmeg, rye, and soft oak. So the bottle does have cork, fake cork. Not a big fan of the necks of these bottles. It's kind of odd pouring them. Sometimes it spills a little bit, but do my best. So you have to kind of try not to spill it as much as possible. But so yeah, let's go over the nose on this. I like the bottle. I like the look of the bottle, but it's just kind of a pain to pour. So on the nose, I definitely get lots of spices. Kind of like a nice soft rye. Definitely get that cinnamon spice. I do kind of get like a nice light fruit. I can't really, I can't tell exactly what it is. Maybe some dried fruits. Maybe a little bit of like raisins or plums. But surprisingly, the rye is actually not too strong on the nose. Definitely getting like a nice overwhelming caramel. A little bit of like kind of an alcohol smell. Nice bourbon spice with that rye spice. Like I said, you definitely get a lot of nice spices with this on the nose. So let's go for the taste. I get a little bit of that pepper right up front. It does kind of kick you with a little bit of pepper. Then it goes on to a nice rye spice. It kind of leaves a nice tingle on your mouth, on your tongue. Kind of get that that typical rye spice feeling on your mouth feel. Don't really get much of the licorice, but I definitely get a nice rye spice, and then a nice caramel, and some bourbon notes like oak and wood. I do believe this is aged for at least 3 years. I think so. I can scroll down a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's aged 6 years, and the average price on this is around $30. I believe I got mine for around 27. Oh, the color. Not even talking about the color. It is kind of like a nice amber caramel. So it does say it. Excuse me. The whiskey jug does say it is aged 6 years, but there is no age statement on the bottle. So maybe the website has the age statement, but I do not see it on the bottle. If you want to check them out a little bit more on their website, you can go to Sazerac.com. Now let's go over the finish. I get the nutmeg, but it does leave, it does finish with a nice oak, kind of like a soft oak, a very subtle wood and oak flavor, nothing too strong. So you do kind of get like a nice subtle bourbon note that lingers in your mouth. The rye spice sticks with that, so you definitely get that as well. So the finish is very spicy, but not very spicy. Not like overly rye spicy, because you do get a lot of other nice flavors with it. I'm just gonna take a sip of my Coca-Cola here, but the finish is actually really good for 45%. It's actually pretty damn smooth. For a rating on this, I'm gonna give this an 8.5. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 9. With that being said, it's because the price is really good, $27-30 for an unbelievable rye. If you're a big bourbon fan and maybe you're kind of trying to get into ryes, this is definitely something to try out. I'm not really too sure the mash bill on this, but yeah, like I said, overall pretty decent rye. Definitely recommend it. If you guys see this in a store, I do recommend picking it up. If you're a big rye fan, this is definitely something you need to grab. I really like the subtle oak flavors and the nice rye spiciness that isn't too overpowering. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give it a rating 9 out of 10. And yeah, if there's any other liquor or beers or whiskeys you like to see on my channel, leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for my upcoming videos on liquor and beer. Thanks for watching. Cheers.